for a look at the forecast. For that, we're going to send it back to Mac.
Thank you, Mike. Morning, everybody. 73 degrees, a little on the warm and muggy side, and it's very windy. You probably hadn't heard the branches hitting the windows all night. We're at 23 miles an hour sustained right now with gusts up to about 30. So it's really kind of howling out there as we're getting ready for that big storm. Yesterday, a warm one got up to 88, not far from our record of 92. We did get a trace of rain, but our peak wind was at 42 miles an hour. Now, you heard me talk about the potential rain this weekend. I'm hopeful that we'll get something. Yesterday, we had a trace for the entire month of March, although, you know, it's still mid-March. We've had 1/100 of an inch of rain. That puts us an inch below for the month alone. Since January, we've only had 1.15 inches, so we're 3.5 inches below. So we could use 3.5 inches this coming weekend. Well, maybe not all at one time, but a little bit at a time. We've had some stormy weather overnight in the high plains up above San Angelo. You can see right about here a severe thunderstorm rolling through basically the Fredericksburg area. Here's Johnson City, so it's now moving northbound toward Mason, but that is going on up to Brownwood in those areas. Anything for us? No rain in our area. Pressures are still very stable over the coastal bend. However, a lot of that will be changing in the next 48 hours. Now, there you see how the tropical tap is sort of cut off. Remember, we had that huge swath of moisture going northbound? Well, it is already northbound, and so that's cutting off. That's good. But now the instability comes in. In other words, the ability to lift this moisture up into thunder showers, and that is going to be the interesting thing over the next 48 hours. Now, still, all the big storms are going northeast, so they're headed that way. And nothing incoming from us that would have to be along the Rio Grande. But as we watch and wait, by the time we get to tomorrow, this whole area of lower pressure, remember, is going to be drifting over Texas, giving us a chance for some instability and maybe some much needed rainfall. Today, severe weather way up here, but you can see how most of central Texas is under the gun for some stormy weather, at least a marginal risk for severe weather. And then as we get into tomorrow, we wait for that front. That front will be the beginning of the instability. So by noontime tomorrow, I think you're going to see some showers. And by even late this afternoon, those of you in far western areas, you might see some storms late this afternoon, but the main event will be Friday night into Saturday, and Saturday looks pretty stormy. In fact, if you got outdoor plans, I'd be thinking, well, we don't have outdoor plans. We're going to be sitting at home in social, what do you call it? Social distancing, yes. In other words, don't get near me. Anyway, there's your 7-day forecast, Mike. Tonight is the beginning of springtime. How about that?